You're so right. Men suck. Just kidding. Sorry. Well, I heard you talk about, yeah, it depends on the day, really.
Yeah.
I heard on your podcast, you guys are talking about RSB recently.
Yes.
Single behavior.
Yep.
That's so good. RSB. Tell me, like, what is healthy recently single behavior? Because I've been out here, like, you know, some of my friends are like, go date a bunch of dudes. It'll make you feel better. And that is what I've been doing. And it has.
That is great. I love that for you.
It's been working.
It's been working. I'm healed. But I feel like, you know, on the other side of the coin, people are like, just don't do that right now. Just like do your own thing. Like, what is healthy RSB?
I think healthy RSB is first and foremost realizing that there is no one way to go about it. And your RSB is going to be different from my RSB, is going to be different from Kenny's RSB. And whatever works for you is what you have to do. So maybe your friend is saying, no, like take 6 months off of dating, or yeah, like go on 6 dates a week. Another friend might say, like, just because something worked for them does not mean it's going to be what you need, because their experience and what they went through is completely different than what the traumatic breakup that you just went through. So if right now going on a bunch of dates is what feels good for you, then great. And if at a certain point you realize, actually, I feel like I jumped into this, I didn't take time and space I need to just kind of like sit with my thoughts, then you can take a break. You know, there's no one guidebook. There's no one way to do it. And I think that you really have to just follow your gut and do what feels right for you, with the exception of, like, don't ignore what happened. You know, make sure you're really thinking about it and doing what you need to heal, like whether that's going to therapy or journaling or meditating. Like, make sure that you are in some way processing it, because you don't want to end up a year from now, you know, meeting somebody and wanting to get into a relationship with them, and then suddenly all of this trauma comes back and kind of puts up a wall and prevents you from doing it because you didn't actually take the time to heal.
Yeah, I've totally been ignoring it completely.
But that's okay for now. Completely. You're allowed. This crazy thing just happened to you, and like, you need to smile and have fun and live your life. But one day you might wake up and be like, okay, now I need to like chill and deal with it.
Totally. And you just said a word that is exactly, it's a perfect word to talk about Mr. Rogers, the word trauma. We like started dating and then like 2-3 months later, my mom died. And 2 months later, he injured himself and couldn't walk for the whole rest of the 2.5 years we were dating. So I think, like, people say trauma bond is real. Like, it is real. And that is, you know, it's like all you really want when shit's hitting the fan is for someone to like be there for you and support you and, you know, make you feel good. And I think, like, it's really crazy how I don't know if we would have even like been right for each other if we didn't both just have like so much horrible stuff going on. It was like we were each other's little distraction in a way.
Yeah.
What a mess.
But you know what? You can look back on that and be like, thank God we had each other, because we were what each other needed in that moment. You know,
100%.
I think it's important, no matter how bad a relationship ends, I think it's really important to be able to look back and appreciate the positives and not just look back and be like, wow, fuck that person. Like, I hate that this happened. This is all bullshit. I wish I never met them. Like, no, there are still things that you gained from each other and learned from each other, and, you know, things that you got through because of each other. So I think that's really, it's just important to acknowledge and not just throw out the door.
Oh, totally. And I don't regret it at all. It was like the entire time we dated, it was amazing up until that one day I read his laptop. So, you know, it's like the getting blindsided by it makes you want to be like, I wish that never happened. But yeah, I don't know who the hell I'd be right now if I didn't if I was like alone during all of the post like mom sadness, I don't even know who I'd be. So
Yeah.
I'm
so
glad it
sorry that
happened.
happened.
Yeah. Messy.
Did you, when you, after reading his laptop, like, did you ask him questions? Did you get more information, or were you just like, okay, this clearly happened, I'm out?
No, I was like
slap.
very confused. I like asked him who this person's name was. Like I had already read everything and I was like, who is she? Who is this person? And he's like, I don't know. He's like, I have no idea what you're talking about. And I'm like, you don't know this name? And he was like, nope. And then I just kept asking like probing questions like, oh, so you never sent a message about this, like very specific things. And he just completely lied to my face. He's like, I have no idea what you're talking about. And I was like, God, I love getting gaslit when I already know. I know the truth,
right?
Bitch. You can't hide. But yeah, I mean, Kenny, I called Kenny or you called me to say something about work that day. And I was just like, hey, what's up? Like very calm. And you're like, what's going on? And I was like, I just want to let you know if I don't respond to any work emails later in the day, this just happened. And he was like, you're kind of acting like a serial killer right now. He's like, are you okay?
Like so calm and like monotone and just like,